Hey everybody, Matthew from MiniWarGaming.com here. And we're going to do something that we haven't really done a lot of before, and that is I'm going to do a bit of a series of unboxing videos. And it's going to be unboxing the new Necrons. Now, how many videos this will be will just depend on how long it takes to unbox each of them. But I want to show you what's in each of the boxes and what you get and all the options that you get and the things that you can make from it. So we're going to start off by looking at the Necron Warriors. So the repackaged Necron Warriors now have 12 warriors in them, and it also comes with 3 bases for Scarab Swarms. So let's open these up. Their handy dandy knife and see what's in the box. Of course, it comes with your rods, which I'm not going to use because I'm going to be using the blue rods that you can buy at the online MiniWarGaming store. Has your bases. Ooh, it even has a small assembly guide. Scarabs are actually pretty straightforward. Other than that, looks like we've got 1, 2, 3 of those sprues and 3 of these sprues. Okay, so we got 3 of these. And these are your basic, obvious, oh, that's backwards, maybe. No, it's not, that's forwards. There's their heads and bodies. Looks like they don't really have any options, which I think is fine because they're warriors. What options do they possibly need? And then the other one, of course, is their weapons and the Scarab Swarms. This is probably the least interesting out of all the boxes because they can only create one thing. So this box comes with enough to make either the Immortals or the Deathmarks. So I'm curious to see exactly how you can do that. Because in certain cases, if the bodies are made right, you could magnetize them, so you could have both. I'm not going to be magnetizing anything in this army because I have a very limited time to paint up the whole thing. So magnetizing adds a lot of time to all of that. Okay, I got everything. Got our 5 little bases. And a book shows you how to assemble both of them. So it looks like, I don't know, it's hard at first glance to see if they're relatively the same. There's some different weapon options too, so. Oh, and they got decals. Lots and lots of decals. Which is interesting because when I saw the little circuit board painting on the miniatures in the White Dwarf, I thought they were painted. Maybe they were decals. Maybe they actually painted those on. And for us painting noobs, you have to use decals to get the same effect. All right, so we've got 2 sprues here, jam-packed with stuff. Let me move that out of the way so you can see this better. We've got our, I think our Gauss flares, some sort of cannon, and then of course the Deathmarks weapon. I can't remember what it's called. Particle disintegrator, I think it might be. I don't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. So there's our weapon sprue. Although this one has weapons on it too, because you need 5 of every weapon. So you most likely will easily be able to magnetize at least the 2 weapons for the Immortals, so you can swap them out. Whether you can magnetize it easy to swap between whether they're an Immortal or not, I doubt it. Just looking at the way the bodies are, it doesn't look like you can unless you do some real tricky magnetization. But it's hard to tell just by looking at the sprues. You have to look at the instructions a lot closer. So it's pretty neat. At least, even if you don't magnetize them, what it means is you'll have some extra cool weapons and parts that you can make objective markers and other things out of as well. But if you want to get the most bang for your buck, of course, magnets are the way to go. Some people ask what size magnets for this size troops. I would say the 1/16 of an inch or the 3/32 of an inch. The 1/16 for those really small, hard to get areas, and the 3/32 of an inch where you need a little bit more strength. 1/8 will probably be too big for these models. Anything higher than 1/8 will definitely be too big for these models. All right, go ahead, click on part 2 if you're on YouTube, or if you're in MiniWarGaming, there will be a link below. Praetorians, Lichguard, and more. Go ahead and click. Click, click, click. Click, click, click. And maybe subscribe. And like.